Hello, I'm Dhormo Kamei speaking to you from Wolford, Dimapur, Nagaland. The world has been running after temporal things for all these many years. But today, we see that the world is on the run to escape the killing virus COVID-19. Does this phenomenon have any apocalyptic significance? Does this tell us that we are really living in the end time of the world? We know that there had been pestilences or breaking out of diseases, there had been earthquakes, there had been famines and other natural disasters even long before the new millennium turned in. The question here is, how can one consider that the present crisis is a sign of the nearness of Jesus' coming? Well, we need to look carefully into what Jesus Christ said when he was sitting with his disciples on Mount Olive, speaking to them about the end time signs. This we find in Matthew 24 verses 7 and 8. Of course, there are other verses that talk about many other signs. In verse 7, Christ said, "Nation shall rise against nation. There shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in different places." And verse 8, "These are the beginning of birth pains." Well, it is not just the troublous elements that are signs of the end of the time. But we have to notice here the significance of two phrases that Jesus Christ used. One, in different or various places. And the other, the beginning of birth pains. When we take these two phrases into consideration, we find that just before the end of the world, or just before Jesus comes back, troubles will increase in frequency and in intensity. And think about the birth pain experience. Birth pain experience is a very severe one. It's a very severe pain, in fact. Birth pain increases in magnitude or intensity and in frequency until the baby arrives. This is what Jesus Christ said, that before the coming of Jesus, the troubles, the predicted crisis will increase more and more in intensity and frequency until Jesus Christ comes back. The world has been going through the birth pains of sorrows and troubles and wickedness. We have been witnessing for all these years the increase of wickedness and earthquakes and natural disasters for all these many years. And in quick succession came in this very particular sign, outbreak of disease, as we find in Matthew chapter 24 verse 7, or pestilences. We have in recent years, we have witnessed the outbreaks of many diseases: SARS, Ebola, bird flu, swine flu, Zika, and coronavirus. The last one has brought the world to stillness of fear and reflection. And I believe that this is not just a sign, but it is also God's intervention to stop the running world and to let His voice be heard, so that we may know better of what is coming, the greater troubles ahead of us. I believe that God is calling us through this crisis to prepare ourselves for many more troubles, greater troubles, as recorded in Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1 and Matthew 24 verse 21, that would break upon the world. Brothers and sisters, I believe, yes, that the end is near. What we're going through today is a birth, and it is an intense kind of birth pain, or an advanced stage of birth pain, indicating that the end is nearer, much nearer than when we believed first. Well, I want to appeal, in light of the coming events that the Lord has revealed to His servants, in light of the great love of God, who longs to see us saved, who loved us enough to give His life, to die in our place on Calvary. In light of the glory land which will belong to us within a short time, I want to appeal to our brothers and sisters to draw near to God, to make sure that there is no sin standing between our souls and the Savior, to make sure that we have a bedrock faith in Jesus Christ and in His Word, because our world will not last so long anymore. May God bless us as we keep studying the prophecies of the Bible, especially those referring to the end time. And in my next video clip, I want to present to you something very important. The title of the next video presentation will be Good News of the Bad Time.